Yeah. Share party audio. Okay, now everyone can hear us, Jay. What am I doing? What am I doing? Save, save. Save, 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 save. I've got all the herbs, mate. Red, blue, green, no yellow. It's not invented yet. 26 saves. I've rotated my saves. This is pretty much the only way you can do chapter select. It's just make a separate save file every time. There's no chapter select in this game, or these old games. Right, what do I fucking want? Turquoise. Oh, that'll be the day. Alright, shotgun, whoops. Let me check. Party chat settings. Yeah, share party audio is ticked. Okay. Ask Ali. Ali, can you hear Jamie as well? Oh, what the fuck am I doing? There it is, that's what I want. Oh, so indecisive right now. He can't hear you. Yeah, this is too much. I can't handle this. Oh, fuck this. Righty then. That's weird. I just included party chat. Oh yeah, so I'm crazy. It's basically what you're telling me. I'm basically the crazy one. I'm crazy. Oh, Jay, why the fuck is your voice not appearing here, man?
You know how funny it is? I'm just hearing you, I'm watching obviously it loading, and obviously for 10 seconds first I'm hearing what you're saying, 10 seconds later I'm like, I
Oh,
can't hear my reply,
Jesus,
it's just you
man.
going like this there. I'm crazy. I'm the crazy one.
Even Ali's saying I sound fucking mental. What is he doing? What is he talking about? No, wait, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, fucking hell, man. Let me restart the stream. I'll do that. That's probably gonna work. Alright, Ali, I'll be back in a minute, mate.
Change my party settings maybe.
Well, no, because you're... If you were broadcasting, yeah.
Public. I can make it public.
Make it...
Party settings was private.
Okay, Ali, can you hear Jay now? Jay, say something. That might have been why. I have to wait like 10-15 seconds. The comments are delayed. Oh, he's just simply gone into the party. That makes more sense, doesn't it? Zip, zip, zip.
Yo, what's going on, man?
Hello, hello.
Where's the stream?
It's up.
I was having a great time there. I had my dick out and everything. I was ready to just bash one out.
Veronica, weren't you? Jesus Christ, look at
Yeah. Yeah, it was fucking erotic, man. You have no idea. Oh shit, how's the evening been, guys?
Not bad.
Sorry I couldn't be there.
Yeah, we had a bit of connection issues with Bloodborne.
Well, we can hear you, and that's all that matters.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, crazy. I haven't even checked his, yeah,
at one point I could hear, Jay, I could hear your voice muffled. So I don't know if it was like, I don't know what that would have been. You sound clear as day here, so I don't know what that was. But yeah, at one point I think I heard your voice come through. It wasn't Mike talking. And then there was nothing.
Of course, of course.
Hmm.
Oh, I just realised I was poisoned. Shit.
Oh, here we go, here we go. There's I think. Oh shit! I can hear myself on the TV.
Allow your voice to be shared. There you go. That's
okay,
why
it's because you made the party private then, so that's probably why.
No, I think it's working now.
Yeah, it's probably because it was private. That's why.
Yeah, you changed it back to public, Jay. That's probably why it works now.
Yeah, Sweet.
New languages have been invented.
See, everyone's talking it. Not just me.
Not just you, son.
Alright, I'm coming back to watch the stream now. Is everything a go?
Yeah, it's just a go.
Thunderbirds are a go.
It's a go.
Yeah, I can hear my voice now. It sounds so fucking weird.
Yeah, that happened to me when I turned it on. I was like, whoa. All I heard myself saying was like, hold up, hold up, hold up. And I was like, ah.
Hold up. What's going on?
All I heard was she said, "Get my dick out." I was gonna wank and bash off, and then all I heard on the TV was, "I'm just gonna wet my dick." Oh, that's jokes. Oh. And now that you two just hear me talk about it now too, mate, fuck this shit. Who's next?
You're recanting the story, it's okay.
Yeah, good, yeah. If anyone tunes in just now, I was
yeah, no, you should clarify. You should absolutely clarify.
Absolutely. It was Ali that said it.
There's a disclaimer. I mean, they can rewind, but, you know, who's got time for that?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there we go.
Mike, man, heal yourself. Stop walking around like that.
Fine.
It's bringing my mood down.
Shoulder like some sad fuck boy.
Oh, my shoulder, dude, man. Like you got eaten by a zombie, and you literally shrugged it off, and now.
It took years for them to figure that out as well. It didn't matter what wounds you sustained. Oh, on the shoulder.
And some guy was eating his foot a minute ago. He ran away, he grips in his shoulder like, oh.
I bit my toe off and everything.
This is where all the pain is receding.
Yeah, but that's your shooting arm. No, I can still shoot.
Imagine we were like that. Imagine there was one spot on the body that felt pain. So no matter what happened to you, it was that bit that hurt.
Yeah, your balls.
Damn. Why go there straight away? Make your way up.
Where else would you go?
It would be super painful. It would be super painful. And if no, I know you could just say, "Oh yeah, my elbow" or something silly, but let's go there. If we're going there, let's go.
What about your arse cheeks?
What, your arsehole? I mean, why would you say
no,
arse
I mean,
cheeks?
well, I mean, like the cheeks, innit? Because like, you know, you have to sit on them.
Yeah, you haven't thought this through, have you, Jay?
Yeah.
You can sit on it, but you're still gonna feel the pain.
Exactly. It's worse.
Is it though?
I don't know.
When someone likes that, when someone's like, I like to be spanked. Someone's like, I like to be spanked, and then he's sitting there feeling that little buzz in his bum, he's probably liking it.
Oh bloody hell, sorry, hold on, Mike had some trouble there, but it's all over for you, is it?
Oh, that's alright, yeah,
Dude,
Mike's
I can
fine.
still talk on that
Your shoulder's still fucked though.
Hey,
yeah,
hey.
Yeah.
Hey, it's fine.
Right.
Good. I want to find a single herb. I've only got a mixture. I don't want to use the whole mixture on the,
Shoulder.
Yeah. Yellow caution is okay.
There's no other.
Just crush that plant up in your hand and just shove it in your wound. Like, and literally use your finger, just poke it in there.
Suspicious, considering currently, as we speak, I am smoking a joint in a raw paper. That there is brown paper with green herb in the middle.
Ah.
I'm just saying.
I know, but I could say that and say I've got, you know, green weed and brown tobacco because I don't have rules. But I mean, I could still say it.
You can still say it. You can say what you like.
Disclaimer: you can say what you like. Doesn't mean you're doing it.
He's got a point.
Oh my god, there's a spider. A spider.
Underneath the ice. What's going on?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what's it even doing there?
I know, right? That's what me I was saying earlier. But now I'll let you might come out. Yay! Earlier I was like, Mike, there's a spider under there, right? You do see that, right? Because he was just casually running through the room like it's nothing.
It is a little bit like, you know, you see it and you think, shit, you know, it's worth pointing out. Oh, look at Chris's blue eyes. You could render that in the original game.
Oh, and I think that just came out the ice, Jay. That was the dad that they experimented on. And I could be earlier. In case you were wondering.
Not Sparato.
That's the one.
He's a vampire.
Oh, this spider just fucked up my
This spider's just gonna give you trouble, mate.
He's finding out.
Jamie warned you. He didn't even know, and he warned you.
Yeah, I knew it would come out, and like, I mean, what are you gonna do now,
Look
Mike?
at that now. Look at that. Look at the infrastructure damage and everything. I mean, come on. No one needed this to happen.
Just, yeah, and just to be honest, forget about the infrastructure damage. Just think of the fact that no one needs a fucking spider, a giant one, in their life at any point.
That's bad enough without it damaging your property.
Especially when you're holding your shoulder.
Well, I guess in this instance he has a cold shoulder.
Oh, of course, yeah, yeah. Cause it's not even, and he's like, oh yeah, guess what?
Because it's icy and he has a shoulder problem.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I have arthritis in the shoulder, so it's the cold. And yeah, oh,
God,
so
I
that
shouldn't even
explains
laugh. I got
why.
that in my future.
You're like, oh, that's funny, man, because that makes sense, man. All them times you got shot in your left arm and you started holding your right arm, oh, it makes sense. It's because it was cold. Yeah.
Well, that's his pain point.
He's shot in his left arm and he's like, yeah, my right arm. It's just burning me, man. Yeah, but you're bleeding on the other arm, so.
I mean, there's not even any, like, blood or, you know, any indication of an injury.
Not at all.
It's almost like that's his comfort zone, you know, like he just rests his hand on his shoulder just to make himself feel better.
It feels good, man. It feels good for it.
Yeah.
He has invisible riot shield. That's what you should be thinking when you're seeing that.
Yeah, no, they just took the data out, so there's something else should be there, and
He's literally
fully
holding
equipped at this
a
point.
riot shield right now. He's like, yeah, no one's fucking touching me.
Completely unaware that it's been, you know, it fell down hours ago.
Yeah, it broke ages ago, but he's like, man, it's been working.
It broke before the Arcade Mountain shit happened, man. He just showed up to the mansion, hand on shoulder. Or maybe he's just like, maybe the national anthem is constantly playing in his head.
He's saluting it, yeah, he's just like, yeah,
Constantly playing in his head.
You can't die because of it.
Oh, Canada! Well, he's not Canadian, but yeah.
Well, since you went there, why not?
Fuck it. Chris Redfield is Canadian, and to be fair, Redfield does sound Canadian.
Established.
Redfield. Alright. All these doors. I love these doors. They did so well with all the different types of doors.
Well, they'd have to if you're going to be looking at them for like 70% of the game.
Different one. Oh, danger high voltage door. This one is a classic. You can tell. Many
A
games.
kaleidoscope of doors.
Yeah, man. There's so many, man. There's ones to elevators.
The thing that was very shocking about this game, in all seriousness, was that they decided to obviously. Yeah, well, I mean, there was plenty of coming on doors, but we'll get to that. They ditched the they ditched the pre-rendered backgrounds and they introduced 3D backgrounds.
Yeah,
and that was considered quite unusual at the time.
Because of Dreamcast, they had the power.
Yeah.
Power.
They
They didn't have the power, they didn't have the sword, there was no Skeletor to deal with, there was none of that going on. So, yes, they have 3D backgrounds in this one. It does look decent. I mean, I know I'm beating a dead horse here, but I do wish they did release the HD remaster that they released on 360. I don't know why they did re-release the PS2 version.
The FMVs, yeah, the FMVs look bad in this.
Yeah, because it is the PS2 version, right? I mean, it looks like that to me anyway. It's
Well, for sure, yeah. I mean, this is not no new.
We're certainly at the
HD
Dreamcast version, which
remaster.
looks superior to this even.
I was saying to Mike earlier, this is like PS1 graphics almost, bro. But I mean, obviously, if I went back to the PS1, I probably would like, retract my statement right now. But from what I remember in my mind's eye, right now.
You know what it is? The PS2 in its early days looked a lot worse than we remember. I think that's the real truth. Like, look at the early First Devil May Cry. Look at this game, for example. Look at GTA 3. There's so many examples. It took a long time to get to that Snake Eater point. Well, Tekken.
So
Wow,
blocky, man. Fucking hell, man. One of them,
PS2.
Yeah, but some of them was like, like the PS1 version looked similar, like to the fact where you're looking at the character and you're going, I can tell that's lore, but I mean, it is a bit pixeled and kind of fucked upish and blocky.
Yeah, I mean, like when I did the
that's
second
fair
tag,
enough for PS1.
it was a little shitty looking.
Yeah, and then you get into PS2 and you're like, oh, it still looks pretty much the same. I know this is the next one on, but number 3 looked pretty decent, and number 4 was obviously a very big.
Yeah, it was a vast improvement. Yeah, definitely. Graphically, they made the stages you could move around, so it wasn't like linear and shit. It wasn't like infinite stages. You introduced walls, and yeah, there were so many little things they put in there. But it definitely was the second portion of the PS2 era where we started seeing the true power of that. Yeah, this, like Snake Eater is the one that always comes to mind. An absolutely stunning looking game.
Definitely.
Or even Metal Gear Solid Sons of Liberty. That one was obviously.
Yeah, even that was a feat in itself. I mean, it got away with a lot of things. It took some shortcuts. It wasn't like, you know, it wasn't the biggest game. If you think back, it was you know, set on a boat very shortly at the beginning, and then of course the what do you call it, the oil rig thing later on, and it is virtually reusing resources from the same sections in the game, and so they took some shortcuts. But yeah, it was definitely a nice looking game. But Snake Eater had so many a large variety of areas, and they look vastly different, and they look fantastic for its time. It's definitely a good example of how good the PS2 was.
Yeah, as you say in it, as you say, look, if you just think about Grand Theft Auto 3, and then you go straight away to Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, they were both on the same console, and that's a very fucked up contrast.
Well, I mean, I bought those three games, all three, the PS2 GTAs recently. It was £16 in the store. Yeah, it was a nice little trip down memory lane. I've only really played San Andreas at the moment, but I did try out when Mike was around actually, GTA 3 and Vice City, and they do look fucking horrendous.
Yeah, I remember banging them out back in the day, so it's going to be one of them ones where my mind's eye is clearing up some of those pixels.
No, HD, you remember everything in HD, that's very much true. Yeah, when you go back and you get a reality kick in the nuts, and you're like, Jesus, this was really bad looking. But at the time, it was the best shit ever.
Like, when they get to a point that you can play fucking Grand Theft Auto 3 on your phone, I mean, you must know that the graphics and the whole the running system is fucking bollocks. If you can run it off a phone now, Jesus Christ. And I'm like playing, when I put it on my phone, I was looking at it, and it just looks just as awful as before. And I mean, obviously they made no kind of changes, as in like, you know, all the taxi drivers are still Indian. Every taxi driver.
They were all Indian in the first one, oh sorry, number 3, and then they were all, well, depending on where you were in GTA San Andreas, but they were Mexican if you were in Los Santos, and yeah, they had all this like stereotypes there. Whether it's inaccurate or not, I don't know, because at the end of the day, maybe it is.
I don't know, but in the game world, man, I mean, that one obviously is just, obviously, you had to be out there to get that thing. But I mean, it was like one of the, is the paving stone to open world gaming for sure. I mean, even number 3, like, you know, it was the first one to go there, as in such a big open world you could drive all the way through it.
Yeah, no, it was quite large actually. We do tend to forget. I guess we get spoiled a lot these days. Nearly, I'd say 1 in 5 games now are open world. I don't even think that's an exaggerated number.
It's still reaching the same things. The same, like, you know, Liberty City stories, and then you still even now.
They went back there again in GTA 4. They went back to New York City. In the 5th game they effectively.
Los Santos is the same as San Andreas. It's the same fucking place.
It's basically, in GTA 5 they effectively included the Los Angeles portion of the game, because San Andreas featured San Francisco and Las Vegas as well. Which they didn't include. GTA 5 in itself is a whole other feat in itself. I still say to this day that's the best looking game I've ever seen. Running on a PC anyway. As far as anything visually, I'm not saying it's the best game in the world. In fact, it's far from that. But
I get what you're saying. Like, you don't get any, like, you know, a lot of visual fuck ups when you're driving, or like, you know what I mean, like, you don't get rendering issues and shit like that, compared to I mean, if there's a connection issue and you're online, that's down to your connection issue, but
Yeah, of course. But I mean, there's one thing that you can always rate. And I think this is quite reliable, but that's up for debate. But I think you can rate a game's graphics on the water quality, how good the water looks. It's really hard to make water look realistic. And in GTA 5, it looks like a real ocean. And we've all been to the beach.
Yeah.
Like, it really does. It's insane. You can just stand there, watch the sunset, and watch this ocean, and that in itself is relaxing and entertaining. And you're not even doing anything in the game. That in itself
that is true, yeah, definitely but I agree, man. I agree, because I play online a lot, and there's been times where I get kicked for being idle. It's like 13 minutes standing in one place, but I mean, sometimes you're doing something and you can just literally stand anywhere. And
we park off somewhere in like Royal or whatever. Like, it's you know, anything like that could happen. Yeah, online I didn't have the best experience with it because I played it on 360 when I played online. I haven't had a chance to play it online since I've had it on PS4. It was all right. It was a lot of dickheads. I know they introduced those dunce servers where they were sticking
people have mods and stuff on the old consoles.
Yeah. It was just I don't know. It was a little complicated, and it took them a long time to roll out the content for online. You know, like the heists and all that. That took quite a long time, and I lost interest by that point. How was it for you?
I know, but we have to get out of here.
What's that?
How was it for you? Your online experience with GTA? Because I don't know many people that played it online.
Oh, well, the good thing is, like, well, I say good thing, I kind of missed the wave of going online when I was a bit younger in it, so I didn't really have internet to be going online with everyone else. So I had GTA 5 and could only play the storyline, pretty much.
Same here.
Only when I got onto the Xbox One. Yeah, only until I got the Xbox One and I bought GTA again was I even able to go online. I've never been online on the 360. I had it on the 360, but... yeah, so I kinda, because of that kinda late thing, I kinda skipped all the waiting around for heists and that, because when I went on to the heists were already around.
Right.
After her.
So I didn't have to wait.
They took some time to roll that stuff out. It wasn't fortunate.
That's what I heard.
There was the first 2 weeks of the online debacle where no one could actually even start the fucking first mission where you get a driving tutorial from Lamar or whatever it was. It was really, yeah, it took 2 weeks before most people could even get on the servers because they didn't anticipate that there would be that many people jumping on. Yeah, Rockstar were that stupid and naive, apparently. What do you think that scene, Mike, with that awesome sneak?
Sneak. Shit, man. Everyone got fucked.
Chris!
They did?
Where's Wesker?
No!
Oh, don't worry.
Oh man, that
Just
fucking
go.
voice actor for Steve.
I'll be
You
fine.
probably missed most of it now, but shit, man.
But Chris!
You've got to
Just
save
awful.
Steve. Go!
Hey Claire, what are you doing? Oh my god.
That's spot on.
He was your average, like, anime douchebag.
Pretty much. You spoiled brat. I don't know what the voice direction was on the making of this game. Or who the voice director was.
There was none. There was none.
Just do it.
They put a name to it, right? And it was just some random dickhead who took out the bins.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, am I meant to be, is this a comedy game?
Yeah.
No, it's a serious game. Okay, let me do my serious actor voice. Okay, let's get to the door.
Oh, Luke was
One
watching
guy
it.
walks out and takes him down. What's your name? Katahashi. Okay, put him down for director, because we've done that film.
It's great.
Oh, Luke was watching the stream earlier, man, and when you get Wesker, it's so funny, the guy who does Wesker in this with the laugh. It's like this.
He sounds like Jared Leto's Joker.
Yeah. And he appears out of nowhere, and he beats the shit out of Claire, and he makes the point straight away. I despise Chris. He can't let it go, mate. It's Resident
That's his
Evil
only
1.
purpose in the whole series beyond the first game. He did his bit in that game, and that was it. And he had nothing. After that, he was finished, didn't it? Like, Umbrella had no use for him anymore.
No.
And in the rest of the games, after that, anytime you see him, he's going against Umbrella and he's trying to kill Chris. That's all he cares about.
Yeah. Nightmare.
And because I like Wesker, he is one of the weakest villains as far as like emotive, intent, and like character development. He is shit.
Yeah.
But he looks cool, and the shit he does is cool. But other than that, he is a rubbish character.
Useless. Where's the
I mean, he's no liquid snake.
No. Liquid had a bit of charisma at
Look,
least.
mix that green and red herb.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do it,
good
man.
point. Good point, Jay. Good point. I should do that.
Mix them herbs.
Save some
How dare you.
space.
How dare you look at inventory and not do that? How dare you?
It was mainly bothering me because of like OCD reasons, but
That's what I'm saying. I got in touch with that shit, man. Just do it. Cause
I don't know about you, but with games like this, Jay, I rearrange the menu as well. You know, like the inventory. I can't stand it. Like that first aid spray being there next to the gun.
The handgun needs to be
next to the ammo.
top.
Yeah, next to the ammo as well.
And ammo. Yeah, the ammo needs to be next to the right
Right gun.
well.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. What are you doing?
Sorry guys,
And
that
you
does
need
not
that
affect me
handgun
in
in the
any
top
way.
left with the ammo next to it, and then you need the shotgun. Say if you had a gun underneath that with its ammo underneath it, because shotguns take up more space. Oh man, the amount of times I've used definitely in Resident Evil fucking the inventory moving and shit like Tetris.
Yeah. It's micromanaging, man. I get obsessed with that. That's why I think, you know, that some of these games that I see the people playing, and I know I don't want to play them. Like, you know, those mobile games where it just involves micromanaging things. I know I'll get hooked on that, and I'll be broke. So I just avoid them.
I won't pay for like the pay for stuff. I don't really do like. I mean, I have games that are free and I have to pay for stuff, but I've been on like Clash of Clans for like. I don't know, fucking 4 or 5 years or longer, I don't know, and then I started Clash Royale. I've been on that for like a year, and I'm still on Clash of Clans. I don't really play it too much, but it's one of them things where if you put so much time and effort into something, you might as well keep it around, otherwise it's fucking, you might as well just say I'm right off fucking, I don't know.
The best analogy I could use is that it's like sitting there waiting for a bus for about 10 minutes and you think it ain't here yet, and you go, yeah, but I've waited for 10 minutes already. You know what I mean? Like, I might as well wait another 5.
wait.
Yeah, exactly. No, I dig that. That's exactly why I
If I play this game way now, yeah, the amount of like I've played it for like 4 or 5 years, so think about the amount of time I've gone on it a little bit here and there. I've probably gone on it for like 6 months of my life in the last 5 or 6 years. Again, I'm not wasting that.
No, because otherwise it'll all be for nothing, and you'll just feel defeated.
Yeah, fuck that shit, man. No, I'll keep the game forever, bro. 20 years from now, yeah, I'll be like, the server shut down at Clash Royale, man. So upset.
It's inevitable, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll be playing it on my, I don't know, in the sky PC that just, I don't know, levitates in there above. You know, like holograms and shit. And you'll be playing your old school games, bruv. How you gonna do that?
What is this umbilical cord coming out the wall?
Oh, that's electric weird shit.
He should be burning. He was burning them before.
Oh, he's got the grenade launcher.
It's very effective.
Oh, I left the bloody shotgun
Clark
with
42
Chris.
making a comeback.
Yeah. He's trying it. You'll never catch on.
No. You can't just steal someone else's gimmick and just like run with it.
That's uncalled for.
Yeah, you can't be John Cena.
Ali, I was talking about Red Dwarf earlier, yeah. So you said you seen season 11, yeah?
Like last season I have, yeah. I haven't seen the new episode from this one. Season 12 this one is now, right?
Yeah, I saw one episode from it, and then I realised that I haven't seen season 11.
Oh no, I've seen all 6 episodes of season 11. It was very good. It was very much enjoyable.
I believe I had
Jamie
saw
thought he
it
had
as
all
well.
this time. Only found out.
Same like it must have been just, I don't know, it must have just I must have just skipped it, I must have just missed it.
I don't know how you did that, man. Shit.
When 10 came back, I thought 10 was you know, just a one-time thing, you know what I mean?
No. They went a little further with it.
It got more popular.
That's good as well, man. I mean, these days the lack of decent sitcoms in British television is a crime, quite frankly. Considering we're the ones who pioneered it.
Yeah.
You know, let's be honest. You go back to the days of Blackadder and Only Fools and Horses and Porridge and you know, like, Open All Hours. Like, I mean, come on. There's nothing on anymore. There's nothing on anymore. Bottom, yeah, no, shout out to Bottom as well. There's too many to name. I could jump into other ones like The Good Life and things like that. You know what I mean? There's so many. Monty Python. And there've been some in the modern age as well. Mr. Wow.
even Mr.
I'd
Bean,
stick with Blackadder on that one,
so
but...
funny. Yeah, but still, just Rowan Atkinson in general, man.
No, he's sick. He's sick. He actually did a really obscure one that most people don't even remember called Thin Blue Line, where he was a police captain.
Oh no,
Yeah, most people don't even know about that. I remember
it.
Yeah, it was on ITV. It used to be on ITV.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it was alright. I think it only ran for like 3 seasons. It wasn't popular though.
Yeah, well, something coming back to me, bruv, with him as wearing a police uniform.
Yeah, it would be
reason.
that, yeah. It would be that. You would have seen at least adverts or something like that, probably, advertising the show. It didn't go down well with audiences for whatever reason. That was before Mr. Bean as well, so that's what he tried to do when he left the BBC.
Serious role when people were like, yeah, no.
Oh no, it wasn't serious, it was a sitcom, innit?
But I guess that's seriouser than, like, you know, with other things that he does.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah. I mean,
I guess
I
as
don't
a police
really know.
captain, he's not proper, like, I don't know, being a joke.
Nah, he acts like a dickhead, innit?
The usual then. Like, the same as like a spy in the spy one. Johnny English, something like that then.
Yeah, no, more or less. He's full of himself. He thinks he knows it all, and you know, one of those types thinks that, you know, once you know your job, that's it. You always learn, and you're always being educated throughout your whole life.
You see, going back to Red Dwarf for a second there, yeah, there was an episode on season 11, right, that I was watching, and there's like evil people, right, I'm not going to give too much away because Mark can see it, but there's some evil people, right, just be very vague, and they're using basically, like, you know, hash puns, like, you know, just any old pun, right? And the robot's like, oh, they're really evil in it, yeah. So of course they don't mind using any kind of like hashtag puns, yeah, for their evil gains. So they're like, you know, saying every kind of thing, like any evil villain ever has ever said in any film.
Right, yeah.
We're just like, oh fuck, bro, it's true. It's so evil, like everyone's thinking, why's he saying the same thing every time?
Why isn't Mike caught up with this? This is what I want to know.
Huh?
Why haven't you caught up with it?
I didn't.
What's going on?
I haven't yet. I haven't had the time.
Because you're a fan, man. You got to jump on this. It'll be a lot easier for us to talk about this when you've seen it.
I'm up to like the 3rd episode.
It's cool. I don't mind being spoiled on Red Dwarf. It's only a comedy show. Like.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But there's some good. A lot of jokes fall a lot better when you don't know.
When you see them, yeah, I get that.
No, but that one is just that was general, man. That was just too much. It's just like serious though. It's like real, man. Like why in so many different films are you thinking, to be honest, because they're evil, they don't give a fuck. It's true. It doesn't matter, man. And that's the original saying in it. It doesn't matter, man. If someone says the same fucking thing, like, I'm going to kill you, you'll never defeat me, you're just like, oh, fucking hell, like every guy's
mine.
But then you know you're gonna kill him. Yeah. Say what you have to say, mate.
They're just wasting time. For the inevitable rise up of the hero.
Yeah, even the hero say that sometimes. Stop wasting time.
Yeah, stop wasting time. I'm gonna kill you now.
Stop wasting time.
Come on, I'm right here. Yeah, that generic hero that we shan't mention.
Don't forget about their baby eye.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers. He's a crazy man.
Love the baby buggy bumpers. I remember using the fucking soundboard. so hard. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. What the fuck
That's the
was
most
wrong
random line. He said that in Last Action Hero when he's threatening someone. And it was all a joke about how, you know, how the guys in the movies say really, you know, cool things and have catchphrases, and he says, "Well, try this one on for size," and he just says that, and then he punches him and he knocks him out in one punch, and that's it. Rubber baby buggy bumpers, and then he punches him. It's fun at YouTube. It's great. It's fucking hilarious.
It's so dumb. He's like,
That's a crazy
who's it,
movie,
daddy?
man.
And what does it do? I said, who is
kindergarten
it, daddy? And what does he do? Getting so fucking angry at the kid, like.
Dude, 50% of his best lines are from that movie.
And then you're like, calm down. It's like, what is it, daddy? And what does he do? Fucking as a little child, leave him. He's shaking the kid.
There's no bathroom. It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor.
It's so fucked up. I'm just listening to it back on the TV. It's making me laugh. It's like, give me your pants and motorcycle.
I just realised, wait, Mike, did you die? And anyone watch the stream is going to think, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I saw Steve, he did his whole little, look at me, I'm cool finally. You know, it was his Raiden from Metal Gear 2 moment. You know, wait until the end of the game and now I'm the cool character you want to play as. Now I have a ninja sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Now I'm relevant.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're gonna make you wait 10 more years to play as him again, because that's the kind of people we are.
That's what we do.
Yeah, so what happened? He axed you to death.
Yeah.
See, that's not what you want to happen, really.
Not really.
He literally axed you from your fucking game, bro.
Yeah.
Right, let's axe him. Alright, so how should we do it? With an axe? Sure,
He's been axed, yeah. You've been axed. You've been axed from the show.
You've been axed, mate. You'll find
Yeah,
it
what should we do? It? Let's make it literal, man. Let's just fucking axe him, man. Okay.
I'm an axe man. Oh my god, that wooden door. It looks so intimidating.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. I best run towards the other danger. Oh no. Okay, so that. Oh bloody hell. Oh, so she holds her tits, right?
No.
She holds her breast when she's injured. See? And Chris holds his shoulder. So
Get the hell out of there, mate.
this pain point theory seems to have some credence.
It does, yeah. Two different characters.
He doesn't look happy.
But it fucking looks like Hulk, bruv. He literally looks like the Hulk.
He's the sulk.
Obviously, old school Hulk, innit? Look at the hair.
Oh, sick. Should get
He's got a
fight between Wesker and Alexia in the next cutscene, actually.
Oh.
Probably the best
Oh
cutscene in
no,
the game.
technical rape. Oh, here we go. But you can't be putting this on YouTube. Oh man, its head looks disgusting.
Oh, of course he can't fucking do it. Fucking bollocks.
One of the biggest plot holes in Resident Evil, because it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, Steve.
Wait, which bit?
Him not killing her.
Oh, right, yeah, because he's in control because he loves her, even though he's just met her. For like...
The power of love, a force from above.
Love at first sight. Look, it even turned it back normal. You know, forget about any kind of like, you know, you don't need no antidote.
You got me,
You
man.
don't
Just need to
need
believe.
no antidote.
Getting out of here.
We don't need no.
No copyright here.
Kept his promise. I'm sorry.
Yes, we don't need no copyright.
What are you saying?
Yeah. No, we don't need no.
I'm glad that
That's not another you know, pun in the wall.
I love you.
Those why is he so pale? I could say that he was just a bit super infected, but you could also argue
Steve?
that his hand is a different shade to his face.
Steve? Steve?
Well, his hand. I mean, most people's hands are different shapes to their face.
Yeah, but not if he was all pale. When he was infected, he was all green. I mean, literally. Well, except
going round and round.
See, probably the privacy thing when it goes to your
I'm
home.
still on air, so don't
Oh,
worry.
here we go. Oh, no.